What's my role in all this now?
Tyr, you're at the center of this. You always have been. That's why Odin imprisoned you in the first place. He's terrified of you.
I doubt that very much.
It's the truth. And not just because of prophecies. No one has ever united the realms as you once did.
That is not who I am anymore.
I know you feel that way now. I've lost myself before. More than once, but believe me, there is something beyond that.
And what is that?
Purpose. Purpose is the path that leads you to yourself.
So you would have me accept my fate? Lead your armies into war, secure your vengeance.
If securing our justice is not your purpose, then find another. For your own sake.
อ้าวฮัลโหล EP นี้เป็น EP 12ครับน่าจะไปที่มิดการ์ด
Does it hurt?
Oh, this? Only when I worry.
How would Atreus get to Asgard?
I'm sorry, but you'd have to ask Odin. He's got control of every path. I know how highly you esteem our expertise on such things, so I'm sure that's disappointing. He's just been one step ahead of us. Anything for Freya? Need something?
I'll take him.
Ooh, these'll look fantastic in my storage chest.
Hang on! I got something for you. Sindri!
Coming!
Before you go traipsing off into the dawn, I thought you'd like to have this back.
โอ้ยได้โล่ใหม่แล้ว
Well, don't go getting too cheery about it. But you're welcome.
I've collected what we need to find the Norns. Shall we go?
Madam Neathog? Madam Neathog, where have you gone?
Neathog. I suspect we may have consequences to look forward to.
Whoa!
What's the matter with you? The boss is right there sweating bricks on Main Street, and you're gonna go hit his time right now? Dick move.
Squirrel.
Ah, Master Kratos, my apologies. Madam Neathog's disappearance weighs heavily on my mind.
She a friend of yours?
Less a friend than another longtime tenant of the tree. She was here even before I arrived, and that was ages ago. To even think something could keep her away from her babies. Terrible, just terrible.
ไปเดินทางกันต่อที่มิดการ์ดครับ ความเดิมตอนที่แล้วอาเทอัสไปหาโอดินเราไปมิดการ์ดต่อ ประตูลึกลับป่าลกตอนบนไป
We are certain Atreus could not still be in Midgard.
I was just there and found no trace. If Odin invited him, he must have provided a way.
No, that is not the only explanation. Tell me where we find. These Norns.
I discovered some of their threads near the frozen lake. I stashed one for spellcrafting, but we may also use it to find them. Just remember, they really don't care.
Well, at least things will be difficult for a change.
We should take your sled and head to the lake.
Midgard. How I've missed the freezing gusts and constant raider attacks.
Well, that's because they believe Kratos is responsible for Fimbulwinter, and that killing him will end it.
Where did you get an idea like that?
From me, of course.
Of course.
Come. Quiet. She is a friend. Now,
Better they get this from you. Once the wolves have the scent of the Norns, we'll just need to follow their lead.
I will open the gate. Stop whining.
Their fur is matted. When did you last brush them?
They are wolves.
And matted fur leads to disease. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you.
Brother, what exactly do you intend to ask the Norns?
How I may find my son. Nothing
ตาม
more.
You don't
พว
imagine
กห
it's
มา
a
ป่า
chance to clear up all this
ไป
mess
หา
about
พวกนอน
prophecy? Perhaps get a second opinion on your alleged demise.
You didn't tell me you had a death prophecy?
When Atreus and I reached Jotunheim, we found a hidden mural. The giants, Faye herself, had foreseen our entire journey long ago. Who we would meet, who we would fight. All of it, as it happened.
But you aren't dead.
That image was from a time yet to come.
I see. You've never struck me as someone who fears death. That's not the problem, is it?
No. Death can have me when it earns me.
Then maybe it's not the future that bothers you. Faye sent you on your journey, and she made sure you'd see that image at the end of it. And you're still not sure why.
I wish to speak of this no further. Now that we are on the lake, how will we find the Norns?
Watch the wolves closely. See how their heads point the way?
Well, the Lake of Nine has certainly seen better days. Raiders have made themselves quite at home. Not sure I've been back to these parts since our great battle with Seeking.
She speaks highly of that fight as well.
You know of that.
She told me all about it when she found me. She believed you could be an ally. Long before I believed it.
The Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
Brother, what is it?
The wolves are distracted.
Steady your board! The Alpha! Right side!
Suspect that's all of them.
These were coal raiders. Infamous for...
Eating wolves. Atreus and I rescued ours from such an encampment.
That was... kind of you. The coal raiders have been a blight on this land. The way they've abused its creatures. Perhaps we should do something.
Perhaps.
Up to you, brother. If the Norns know the future, no doubt they'll expect us to show up a bit late.
Valkyrie Queen. An ally.
I'm the Valkyrie Queen, as Sigrun was stubbornly determined to remind me.
Should have guessed it was Sigrun helping you. You recover yourself. She's so loyal, wise.
Doesn't take a love goddess to see where you're coming from.
This thread of fate we are tracing.
It's not somebody's life, if that's what you mean. The Norns use it to mark their way when they're outside of the well.
The Nords live in a well.
No. The Well of Earth, their home, is hard to explain. It's in no fixed place. Entrances come and go.
Hold. The wolves are distracted.
Right side, brother!
Fire! Right flank!
Peter, left flank!
Kratos, we need you!
Incoming fire!
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
Enemies to your left!
Behind you! Look out!
Incoming fire!
Can't do this without you, Kratos!
Watch the fire!
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Behind you, brother!
Watch the fire!
Enemies on the left!
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
Come on, Kratos! Off your back! To your left! Alpha!
Incoming fire! That is all of them.
I was telling you about the Well of Earth, where the Norns dwell. A place wholly under their influence, where the intangible becomes tangible. Like being inside your own mind.
But are we going together? Are we in each other's mind? Not so sure I like the sound of that.
They still whine.
Poor things. They can smell more danger.
The wolves fear that which can no longer hurt them.
The horrors of our past can be inextricable from the present. You have to understand that.
I'm here for you. Nothing appeals to you? How can I help? That ought to hurt him. May it strike true. Cool. Their deaths will be painless-ish. Till we meet again!
Mimir, have you encountered these Norns?
Not personally. Freya's right. They have ways of discouraging visitation. Odin made his share of efforts. Wouldn't talk about what he found. Either he gave up, or he wanted to forget what he saw. Freya, you mind telling us what you experienced when you sought the Norns last time?
To be honest, the details are hazy. Like waking up from a dream. Mainly, I remember that nothing could be done to change my son's fate. Which only made me more determined to try.
Brother, what of your story? You faced the fates of your homeland, yeah? The legends I heard about the ghost of Sparta were surely exaggerated.
Exaggerated?
Oh, not in the brazen bloodshed righteous fury part. The part where it said you travelled back in time itself to win a battle once lost. It's strange credulity, obviously. I mean, a rumour about Thor knocking the world serpent back in history from Ragnarok is one thing.
It's the truth. The threads of fate span all life and time. The Sisters of Fate abused their power. When I challenged them, they threatened to undo my existence. So I killed them and turned their power on Zeus.
Brother!
Look.
Isn't that the spear from Tyr's statue?
Wish for peace. Be ready for war.
Oh, that's astute of the elves. Tyr never sought war, but he knew he had to be ready for it.
Aye, best be armed than not. Impressive-looking weapon, isn't it?
It is big.
Kratos, did you really kill your homeland's fates and use their powers to go back in time?
I did.
That's the most dangerous and irresponsible thing I've ever heard. These Norns have no such magic, nor does anyone in these realms that I've ever seen.
Aye, can you imagine? If it existed, Odin would have it. And if Odin had it, we'd be 5 shades more fucked than we are already.
I would not ask them to change the past, even if they could. I only want information.
And that's quite dangerous enough, in my experience. Freya, there's something I've always wanted to ask. What was it Hrimthur whispered to you?
Who?
Hrimthur, the son of Thormur, the stonemason. He disguised himself and built Asgard's wall.
Oh, yes. One of the many occasions Odin saw fit to involve me in a wager without my consent. I wish I could say that was the worst of his husbandly habits.
What wager?
I've told this story, brother.
And now she may tell her own.
There isn't that much to tell. I knew nothing of it at first, surely because Odin didn't expect to lose the bet.
Enough. We will continue later.
Lemire, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it's tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame. Kratos, a raider encampment.
Shall we take care of them, brother? Fire, right flank! Behind you! Incoming!
Now maybe the wolves will cease their whining.
I grew tired of your lack of empathy for your own wolves.
It's Demos, isn't it, brother?
I should not have told you of Demos.
You see yourself in these wolves, in their fear.
Let us keep moving.
Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are we talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
I regret exchanging my life for my freedom? That's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time with you?
Okay, okay.
That's part of Tyr's statue.
Defend the peace.
I remember the Jotnar crafting these bracers for Tyr's statue. They chose only their most talented and accomplished to do the job.
You have a good memory, Freya. Like Tyr, the Jotnar also believe the best offensive strategy is a good defense. So, this is how they chose to honor him.
The Giants were not wrong.
Freya, you were just beginning to tell us the story of Hrimthur, the stonemason's son, and the wager Odin involved you in.
Yes. All right. A mysterious mason had to build the entire wall in 3 turns of the season.
2! It was 2!
And if he was late, he'd be owed nothing. But if he succeeded, he was promised an audience with the queen.
Hold. We will finish later.
Freya, can we return to your story of Hrimthur? You said if he built Asgard's wall in time, he was promised an audience with you.
Yes. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half-drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency.
Hold. I hear something large.
Getting back to your story, Freya, you were forced to grant an audience after the building of Asgard's wall, yeah?
That's right. And this mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard realm tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
And it is already Ragnarok.
Ah, blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freya up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
The oarsmen. Ugh. A monument to conquerors.
Made some lovely warships, though. Brother, do you ever think of cooking meat with those blades of yours?
No. They would foul the meat.
Oh,
Win
because
mines, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. Too bad Tyr has no interest in doing either these days.
Come here. What did you mean when you said Freya was not exactly a guest of the Aesir?
I meant by the time they burned it, he'd been a prisoner for some time. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted. We tied him up and lit him aflame, as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of.
Set that aside for now. Come.
Never seen craftsmanship like this before. Can't imagine how old it is. Now, where have we seen an artifact like that before?
Tears Vault.
Death had cured me of my appetite, but damn if I can't stop thinking about the smell of tear stew. Awakened a fair few culinary cravings. Black pudding, haggis and neeps. Oh!
Porridge and honey.
What about you, brother? Any pre-Fimble winter foods you're aching for?
Olives.
The hell's an olive? man! You've got this! Killer, you all right?
Look, there's some debris over there. I'm guessing from Tyr's poor statue.
Iron peace, not a golden war.
Well, I think that's the last of it. Doubtful we'll find any more interesting bits.
I always admired the love Tyr inspired.
Where I come from, gods of war are not revered in such a way.
Not all gods of war are the same, brother.
No, they are not.
You won't believe it, Mimir. This crest belongs to Fjotorlund.
Fjotorlund, you say? Now that's where Sigrun was from.
Either of you. What more is there to tell of Freyr being burned by the Aesir mob?
Well, obviously he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from. This is the right area, but we can't go further on the sled.
Quiet.
I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors, and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard in Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon enough.
Watch the fire!
Oh, this is a fine mess. I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors, and warm. Say, no, I have not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you.
We will see soon.
The enemies to your left! Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you. On your left.
Incoming right side!
Come on, get up, brother. I just hope the Norns are somewhere indoors and warm. Safe to say, no, I have not missed Midgard and Fimbulwinter. Thank you. Fire, right side!
Enemies on the left! Switching arrows! Got him!
Nicely done.
The way forward is magically sealed. Something in here is giving it power.
Might I suggest the ominous broken gravestone?
The hilt of a sword.
Brother, I know that sword hilt. Tread carefully. You of all people know how weapons can carry ghosts.
If it does not help us find the Norns, it can wait.
Let's keep looking. This way. I feel a trace of their illusions here. I can try to dispel it. Opnar. There's nothing here.
A false trail.
I'm afraid so. We'll have to see what else the wolves can find.
Typical Nornish mischief.
They know we're searching. I warned you they wouldn't make it easy.
And what's the hilt of a cursed king have to do with any of it?
Distraction? Coincidence? Who knows? I suppose they'd say we were fated to find it. Kratos, tell me more of your homeland.
It was violent and cruel.
Sounds no different from these lands.
It was warmer.
An abandoned camp.
Whoever was here left long ago.
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe? Who left that way out here?
Let's take a look at the ingredients. Perhaps the recipe will lead us to them. Looks like initials. Do they match the ones in that recipe book you found?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here.
You know, I would have beaten you.
What?
Earlier, if Atreus hadn't been there.
Perhaps.
We could go again. Find out for certain.
I would rather not.
I'll bet you wouldn't. Another gravestone. But this one's intact.
Aye, and with a keyhole tailor-made for the hilt we found. I was afraid of that.
Is that a frozen lightning bolt?
My fight with Thor ended there.
That's where you landed. No wonder there's bits of Tyr's statue all over the lake. How was Sigrun when you saw her last?
She's still incorporeal, ever since Kratos set her free of her corrupted form. But she hasn't let that stop her from helping any way she can. The truth is, I owe her more than I can repay.
I doubt she'd see it that way. When we freed her, she could speak of little else but her reverence for you. Seeing you yourself again would surely be payment enough. Another Roger Paul brother.
Ah, this is a fine mess.
Brother, I had a thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No.
This is the area.
Quiet.
Let's see. I feel something. In this direction.
Feel what exactly?
Another illusion. It's coming from this wall. The Norns are hiding something. Kratos, I feel the Norns over here. Are you ready?
Brother, wait. Let's see what Freya found.
Open up. Nothing. Another dead end.
A trap!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you!
Ah, frozen! What now?
Watch your left!
Behind you! Look out! That's all of them. You know, this search will only get more dangerous.
Then we keep looking.
Back to the wolves, then.
The wolves have picked up another trail. Keep following their heads.
Freya, you mentioned that Fimbulwinter had worn down some of Odin's curses, but you still needed help. Was it Sigrun who helped you recover your warrior spirit?
Is that how Odin liked to refer to the curse that kept me from defending myself?
Oh, I suppose that is where I am.
Would you like to know how that curse really worked? What it did to me? What it cost me to finally break it?
I'm no longer sure that I do.
That's correct.
Well, Sigrun must have helped find your Valkyrie wings. Were they hidden in the place I guessed?
They were not. But yes, she did. Argued all the while I should let my anger go, but it helped me just the same. We need to work our way up. This way. There. Can you cut a way through the ice?
Oh, are the Norns making magical ice walls now?
No. I think the water just froze.
More of your friends.
I didn't tell them to be here.
Raider, left flank!
Down! I don't know what the Norns did to trick all these raiders into guarding them. Not that they have any idea that's what they're doing.
Freya, thank you for your help. I know this was not your focus.
The sooner we find your son, the sooner you'll be able to focus. I just hope it works.
Just the same. Thank you.
A fine sentiment, but write her a bloody note when we're out of the cold, brother.
Okay, I feel something. It's stronger this time. Over here. You're free.
Where are you going, brother? Freya thinks she's found the Norns.
Open up. We found it.
Isn't it always the third place you look? Is everyone hearing that creepy whisper?
It is like an itch in the mind.
It means we've stepped into their domain. Be ready for anything.
Illusions.
Projections, possibly. But assume nothing. There's no telling what manner of creature they've made unwitting guards.
Delightful.
Kratos, Ghost of Sparta, Bane of Olympus, Destroyer of Fate, Cruel Striker, Bringer of War, Weapon of the Gods, turned against his creators. He chases a redemption he knows he can never deserve. He cannot change.
our own minds yet. He certainly seems real enough.
I hate to tell you, the parts in your mind will be real too.
Seems he was guarding that way outside.
This place almost looks familiar, but different. Like a confused memory.
A rather hostile memory at that.
These fates should know I will not be deterred.
Freya of the Vanguard, Master of Magics, Queen of the Valkyries, Witch of the Woods, Frigg of Asgard, Destroyer of all she would hope to protect. She always finds somebody to blame. She cannot change. Of the Aesir.
Ah, here we go.
Counselor to Kings. of the Aesir.
Ah, here we go.
Counselor to kings, merry wanderer of the woods, Robin of the Goodfellows.
Let me guess. I'm a long-winded know-it-all and I cannot change? See? You forgot smartest man alive. I suppose there's one small consolation to this ordeal. At least we won't have to introduce ourselves.
Don't credit your reputation, Mimir. They see the whole lives of any who approach them.
What is that?
A phantom! Room magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing! Make yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
Now! Attack the rune! Now! Attack! Alka!
Need to take out those springs, brother!
Can't do this without you, Kratos! Yeah!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
Alka! On your guard, Kratos!
Give yourself an opening, don't waste it!
Alka! Core is weakened!
Close in! Attack!
Attack the spring! Hurry before it recovers! Alka!
Give yourself an opening, don't waste it! That's frost in my neck stump!
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
What is that?
A phantom! Rogue magic! Aim for the runic core!
Bloody hell, look at that thing!
Alka! It's honorable, but it's
Nicely done! Keep on it! Nicely done! Keep on it!
Attack the spring! Hurry before it recovers!
Give yourself an opening, don't waste it!
Steady your guard! That won't work yet!
Give yourself an opening, don't waste it!
Now, attack!
so intimidating without your springs, are you? Well, yet another gift of Fimbulwinter, I suppose.
The magic draining out of all of us has to end up somewhere.
This way.
The Norns are somewhere in that cave just ahead.
There's that itchy sound again. Normally, I don't mind ladies whispering in my ear, but this is positively irksome.
Anyone ever tell you that you babble when you're terrified?
Terrified? I'll have you know I'm at the very most deeply apprehensive. And breaking tension with humor is the sacred duty of a traveling companion. How very dare you! Babbling!
A door.
Oh, that looks official.
My boy.
I can feel everything.
Baldur, listen to me, please.
Stop! Why did you bring him here? You are not welcome here!
Wait! Baldur, come back! Talk to me!
Doing, mother! I am so sick of your constant meddling! What you did to me! Selfish witch! He won't stop. Hearing you like behind. Mother!
You will not touch him! You will not harm him! Nobody harms my boy! But me! No!
Freya!
Brother, over here! Come get me! I want none of this!
Mimir!
Secret? Brother, hold off!
Why did you never turn on Odin?
But I did! I tried to stop him any way I could!
Don't lie to me! You served Odin from the day you met to the day he put you in that tree! You sought his favor. You plotted his wars. You watched him mistreat everyone and everything. And you never gave a day until he turned on you.
I know, Secret. It's true. All of it. But for love of you, I became a better man. A counselor for peace. An ally to all.
Were you an ally to Freya in her suffering? To God To grow up or to taught you? No! You only took the side of the powerful men who used them!
Brother, watch out! There's more of them!
Even now, you see a violent god in need and you can't help but aid him and call him brother! It's who you've always been! It's who you are! And it's who you always will be!
It is not her.
No. Of course. You did what you must.
Brother, the tree! It's pulling me in!
Mimir!
Mother, help me! Monster!
Atreus! I am coming!
Why didn't you trust your own son? Don't let him take me!
Atreus!
I'm scared! Why wouldn't you see him the way he wants to be seen? I don't want to go back! He's alive! He's a murderer! Father, help me! He's a monster!
Atreus! I am coming!
Why didn't you trust your own son? Don't let him take me!
Atreus!
I'm scared! Why wouldn't you see him the way he wants to be seen? I don't want to go back! He's alive! He's a murderer! That's all I had to do. And now he's mine. He's killed his own family!
Atreus! I am here!
He's a bad guard! I'm not safe with him! Oh, Father, help me! He's a monster!
I think it's over. Did we pass the test?
Didn't feel much like succeeding.
I see the door has disappeared.
Or it was never there.
They toy with us still. What is that?
A Kelpie. Don't see many of those in these parts.
She must be theirs.
Will she take us to them?
I'll ask her. Nicely. Easy, girl. Easy. That's right. Good.
Care to talk about whatever the Norns put you through?